Welcome back once again to Dark Corner Studios. My name is Aidan Wolf, and another buyer's guide for this mess that they call 2020. This time, we're looking at interfaces, and only interfaces that are actually available at time of shooting this video. Now, we're going to line up last year's picks, see how they stacked up, and see if they're still available. Now, considering how difficult mics were, this should be interesting.
This is Aidan Wolf.
As we did with mics, we're going to start at the most expensive and work our way down. Now, of course, if you're looking to upgrade yours, links will be available in the video description. I should also point out that I'm recording this before the release of the Zoom P8. I'll make a note in my upcoming review of it, but for now, I kind of feel weird putting it in here without first having a hands-on experience with it. So if you want to check it out when I get it, get subscribed so you don't miss a thing. At the top of this list, in the $500 plus category, last year was the RME Babyface Pro, which is $900. And frankly, it's in stock. That being said, I'm changing my mind this year. Honestly, for all-around studio use, I have to recommend the Arturia Audio Fuse Studio. The pre's are just as good, but the utility of this thing is sickeningly good. It's amazing. It's a beast and frankly, a powerhouse for driving any microphone you have with zero noise on the pre's. One of the benefits to this thing, if you're planning on doing a multi-person podcast with SM7Bs, well, you don't have to waste the extra change on cloud lifters. This thing can do it without breaking a sweat. So yeah, that is probably the easiest pick out of them all. Coming in next in the $400 to $500 range, last year was the M-Audio M-Track 8, which I will still stick to, though the prices dropped, so we'll see if it's in the next round. So with that in mind, we're settling in on the Focusrite Claret 2 Pre. This is a USB 10-in and 4-out device. Now, there are a few other options if you need more inputs, but this thing is going to give you a solid base with 8-AT expansion for another 8 inputs down the road if you need. It's not too shabby. Also, it comes in on the low end of our range at $440, so also not too bad. It's got 57 dB of gain, which is almost enough to drive an SM7B without help, but if you're driving anything else, you should be perfectly fine. Now, there is a boatload of software that comes with it, and to be honest, the Focusrite name is still at the top of everyone's list. Okay then, $300 to $400. Last year was the Zoom H6. You know what? I don't think I'm going to change it. Ask anyone that's using it. It's an absolute priceless gem. It's an amazing unit, amazing portability, and frankly, a must in every recording arsenal. Now, I would go with the H5, but frankly, the H8 being released, all the prices have dropped and you can get some great deals on Amazon for one of these. Now, if you don't believe me on how amazing this thing is though, just download the manual and see how much stuff it can actually do. Now, most of it you won't need or you'll never use, but just knowing how powerful a unit it is makes it hard to wonder why you don't already own one. Get one. It's down in the description. Now for the range that I'm guessing most of you are coming in for, the $200 to $300 range. Last year, it was the Steinberg UR44. And while it's a great unit, I mean really great unit, but it just can't compete this year. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know what I'm going to go with. It's the Zoom P4. Unlike its bigger brother, I have had my hands on it, and I was completely blown away. I'm going to put the video, I think it's up here, if you want a refresher. Frankly, if you were considering something more expensive, you may just want to settle on this. It does everything. And if you're looking to do a podcast, this thing will last you a long time without ever needing to upgrade. Now, if you aren't getting an interface for a podcast, The next best straight up option would be the Motu M2. I'll also link that up down below. But let's just be honest, the P4, it's your go-to. Now for the $100 to $200 range, and this one gets a little dicey. Now last year I recommended the Scarlett 2i2, and to be honest, you can't really go wrong with it, though I do have a friend, Mr. F, who bought one under my advisement, and he's had problems with it, though it does really sound good. But with that in mind, I'm gonna go with the Mo2 M2, which is a lot more plug and play, but with similar performance. You get meters as well, so that's a bit of a bonus. It's very exciting stuff. And then, well, nothing really changes in my under $100 pick. The PreSonus audio box is pretty much the only game. There's not really much else to say on that. So that's it. What did I miss? I'm sure there are a few that people will think it's unfair to not mention. Also, keep in mind, I went with the ones that are actually available. Though I do have to say, there are a lot more than there were with the mics. That was actually a pretty rough video to try to research. Anyhow, let me know down in the comments if I missed any. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, suplex that like button and give it a chop to the chest, Hulk Hogan style if you will. But if you really liked the video, try that other flashier button. I hear it gives good luck. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.